Okay, are you ready to burn some fat and calories while we just keep working on those muscles? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Fab and Fit Over 40 and Beyond. My name is Rhoda. Bring your knees up and twist. If you're new here, I'm glad you found the channel. If you're coming back for more, I love it. I appreciate all of you. All of you subscribe and support the channel. Arms forward and back here. We have Tabata with a twist today. I call it a Tabata ladder. So a standard Tabata is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to do 20 seconds on, kick out here, 10 seconds off for 8 exercises, and then we go to 30 seconds, and then we go to 40 seconds, some endurance work. This gives you a bit of a metabolic conditioning workout as well, because some are fast, tap out and in, some are in the middle, those 30 seconds, and then you have some endurance with 40 seconds. Then we'll come back down the other side. We work on strength training here, and this heels forward here. I've got 5-pound dumbbells. It is a light dumbbell, strength training and cardio workout. Strength training maintains lean muscle. That maintains metabolism. So after 40, we start to lose that muscle pretty rapidly unless we work to maintain it. Low impact cardio. This is a low impact cardio workout with dumbbells today. Those dumbbells adding that strength element up and over, but you're working your heart. You're working your heart, the most important muscle in your body. And then we have abs, core, and balance. Push out here. You'll find that in this workout as well. So I try to incorporate as much as I can into each workout for you. And I hope you like them. Let me have comments, and those comments, I rely on them, what to do next. So if you guys really like a workout, a lot of people are watching the workout, and you have positive comments, you'll see more workouts like that. So I'm going to grab my 5s, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but we have 10-second transitions through this whole workout. So we're going to be holding these dumbbells the entire time. We're going to do a deadlift down while we have a reciprocating row. So the dumbbells move at the same time. We'll start up top, flat back, hinging forward. I'm going to turn this way. Flat back, hinge forward. Now you're punching the ground. Now hinge up. You're punching out, up to chest level, and then down, flat back, driving those hips back. Body weight is in your heels here. Form is really important. These dumbbells are far away from the body. The lighter dumbbells, they're still going to create a lot of resistance on that lower back. All right, platter serve. So I'm going to hold this as if I'm going to serve a platter, but this time I'm going to tap out, okay? Ready? Tap, tap. Feel it? Keeping those dumbbells up, elbows at 90-degree angle, shoulder rotation here. Getting some lower body work as well. Bringing up the heart rate. Imagine doing this for 40 seconds, right? See why we have the light dumbbells? Good. All right, roll out your shoulders. Whew. All righty. Palms face me. We're going to lift across, same leg, lifts to the back. I want you to squeeze the glute, drive with your heel, speeding it up here a little bit. But I really want you to feel that glute muscle work, that contraction, training it, how you want it to look, right? And good. I'm going to put one of my dumbbells down. Think about a pendulum here, right? Pendulum goes like this, but we're going to lift forward, twist back, lift forward, twist back. So forward and twist back. Front raise, tricep. Front raise glute, tricep. Squeeze the glute. As the weight comes forward, tapping the toe, squeezing that glute. You've got unilateral work here, all on your right side. Core is really jumping in here. Feel that, right? As this dumbbell moves, this oblique, the outer part of your core, your abs, it's doing a lot of lifting there. All right, ready to the front. Front and out. And tap. Out. On this, bringing it back, bring the head of the weight up. Try to feel the back of the arm doing some work here. Now, we're warming up. We're moving pretty quickly. When we get to the longer 30 and 40 seconds, you got to really start to feel the back of the arm burn with that. And that's what we want. All right, grabbing both of my light weights, palms facing me. You're going to lift to the sides. Ready, go. Watch the knuckles as the weights come through. Squeeze the upper shoulder, or the back of the shoulder and upper back. As you come through, your back is flat here. Remember that deadlift position. Don't round the back. And we don't have to be way down here. Kind of a 45-degree angle down. Good. All right, I just want to double check. Exercise 7. I haven't missed one yet. All right, so we're going to twist side to side and press. Press. Let's twist and punch with your right arm. Punch, punch, punch and pull. You got more back going on. Pull the abs tight here. Feel the glutes and the legs work. Back is flat. I will tell you when you can round your back, okay? You can pretty much rest assured that most exercises, you want your back nice and flat and strong. All right, we're gonna have the weight in front. We're gonna pull back one at a time. Sorry, pull, pull, hamstring curl. Here we go. Pull, pull. Working the back of the leg. It has to contract to make that knee joint bend. So you know it's the back of the leg that's working. What muscle is getting smaller to make the joint action happen? It's a pretty good indication of what muscle you're working. All right, we're at the top. 30 seconds. Pace yourself. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Here we go. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 30 seconds is definitely longer than 20. It's like, well, yeah, of course, Rhoda. 30 seconds is longer than 20. But that extra 10 seconds, you feel that, right? I sure do. All right, we have that platter serve, but we're serving out to the side, slowing it down, okay? Tap, tap. Don't worry, your heart rate will get up, I promise. Keep those elbows in at your waist. Have the rotation come out of your shoulder and the upper arm. And good, rest. All right, we've got that alternating front raise, palm is up. Same leg, lifts to the back. You're ready, here we go. Let's talk about dumbbell weight. I had this conversation with a client recently. You know, you're not going to do 10, 20-pound dumbbells here. It's just not that kind of workout. Doesn't mean you're not getting a good workout. What it means is we're mixing it up. Maybe we did a strength workout yesterday with heavier dumbbells. Now we're going to hit your muscles in a different way. We're hitting what I call like the fast twitch muscles. These are the smaller muscles. As we move faster, right, they work to keep us moving. All right, we've got that dumbbell swing across, lifting to the side. We'll lift to the front first, lift and back. Bring the head of the weight up so you're getting the back of the arm. So, yes, we invest in heavier dumbbells. That's awesome. And yes, we can prove how much stronger we're getting just because we can use them, right? And that's good too. At the same time, you don't want to do the same type of workout every day. You have to mix it up if you want to see change. Because your muscles, your brain, your body, it's pretty smart, right? It's kept you alive this long. It's doing a good job. And it will adapt so that those workouts aren't as effective anymore, okay? Or efficient. So by doing this, the brain says, oh my gosh, something different. We better pay attention, right? And then we'll come back and do a strength with heavy dumbbells. And the brain's like, wait a minute, we've done this before, but you know, that's not what we did last time. And it sounds silly, but that little bit of confusion does make a difference in your training. And rest as well. Now this is, oh my gosh, let's talk about rest, okay? We have that crisscross back fly, palms are facing me. I like exercising, I do. I like moving. Here we go. Maybe you're to that point. At this point, I think you might be. Those of you that have been with me a while. Consistency, 30 minutes or less, adds up, right? And then you tend to like it. You tend to miss when you don't get your exercise in. Well, that is me. But I have to force myself to take those rest days, because that is where truly the magic happens, okay? Your muscles have to heal themselves completely. Or again, when you go and do strength training, we've got that punch down here. Next time you do strength training, if your muscles are not healed, you're not building strength, because before they're healed, when they heal, they're healing stronger. They don't want that to happen again, right? They don't want you to tear into the muscle fiber with the workout you do. So they're healing a little bit stronger each time. If you come back at them before they have a chance to completely heal and you add more tears, they never get to that point where they're completely healed and that little tiny bit stronger. And that little tiny bit stronger, that matters, okay? We're gonna pull back. I'm gonna keep a little bend in my elbows this time because it's longer. Pull back to the hamstring, pull. I hope that makes sense. So when we change it up, maybe you're sore from a strength workout, and we change it up to something like this, using the muscles in a different way, fast twitch muscles, fast twitch part of the muscle fiber. You're not coming at those fibers that really did the heavy lifting last time. You're coming at fibers, and I get sore after this type of workout because we don't do them as often. Okay, you ready? Endurance time from the top, 40 seconds, but then it gets easier because we go 40, 30. All right, here we go, 40 seconds for each one. Because I'm not doing this, and we aren't doing this type of workout as often, maybe we do a lower body strength, an upper body strength, a core, and then we do a cardio hit like this with light dumbbells. I get sore because in a different way, just because I'm using the muscles in a different way. So I wouldn't do a workout like this 2 days in a row either, because I'm gonna go attack those fast twitch muscles before they heal. So I hope that makes sense. Rest is important. Taking a full day or two off a week is okay. You know, go out and walk. Keep moving, but not a programmed like strength or cardio workout, all right? We got that platter, so we're gonna go slow. Right toe. That's active recovery. Going out for a bike ride, a leisurely bike ride, a walk, a hike, you know, or do some yoga, do some stretching. Moving your body in a different way, but in a restful way, a way that it can recover from your workouts. Weekends are perfect for that for me. If you're on a Monday through Friday work schedule, that works. I have the calendar, 5 days of programmed workouts a week. You can find that on my post page. From the home page, right across the top, it'll say videos, playlists, etc., posts. Go to the post page, you'll see the interactive calendar. All right, I'll front raise, lift. But let's say you work, let's say you work Sunday through Thursday. Then you start your Monday on Sunday. Or you just work it out. Maybe you like to work out on the weekends, and there are a couple days during your week, work week, that you're just out straight. That's your rest day, okay? Use that as a rest day. Do your workout on the weekend. I love working out on the weekend. During the week, it can get a little crazy. So my rest days tend to be during the week. And rest. If I'm going to exercise on the weekend, if I'm going to do a bike ride or something like that, it's going to be intense. All right, we got that pendulum swing. So I count that as a workout, and you should too. If you are mountain climbing, for example, you're going to go climb here in New England. We have 4,000 foot mountains, even much higher out west, 3 times as high. If you're going to mountain climb, that is a workout. You are doing strength work, lower body for the most part, for hours, right? So find another day to rest. Maybe skip one of the workouts during the week. It's okay, I promise. I won't be offended. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not offended. I don't know when you do the workouts or not. I just know that I want you to do them because I want you to get consistent, right? But if you have a weekend plan that keeps you consistent, I'm all for that. Go out and enjoy life, right? Move. Move through your life. Our bodies were made to move. They were not made to sit in the car driving from one place to the next, or sitting at a desk. Doesn't mean we can't not do that, right? We have to. You know, we don't live around the block from the county store anymore, you know. We have to use vehicles. We have to use transportation. But any movement that you can do, whether that's get up from your desk, set a timer every hour. Get up from your desk, walk for a minute away from your desk, just walk for a minute, time it, and then walk back. We get those crisscross back flies. That's 2 minutes of walking, 2 minutes of movement, right? Do that over the course of 8 to 10 hours of work. And you just did 15 minutes or so of walking, right? 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how often you got up and how far you walked. But if you're doing 2 minutes, 8 times, 16 minutes, or 10 times 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes of movement that you wouldn't have had you not planned for it. Put that movement into your sedentary days if you can. And days that you work out and go to the office or go to your desk and you're going to be sitting for a long period of time. If you've done a workout, that's okay. Get up and move too. That movement will help with recovery. Are you ready? Punching it down. All right. Do I talk too much? I sometimes think, oh, Rhoda, just shush. But your feedback is, I love the information you share. So I feel like I'm just kind of channeling it out of my brain, out of my being. And we just see where the conversation takes us, this one-sided conversation. But my goal is really to share good information with you that will help you in your healthy life. So far, so good. I have not missed an exercise. This Tabata ladder format. I'm sure other trainers have done it, but I kind of made it up for us. This is with the 8 exercises and keeping a track where we're at. It's actually harder than having, 30 exercises we're going to do, because you go from one to the next and you're done. You can kind of keep track of that. And if you skip one, you can go around and do it again, right? So I've done that many times. It's like, oh, we're not at the end of the circuit. What did I miss? Go find it quick and just throw it in at the end. It's a little different here. We've got 8 exercises that should go in order. I try to do it. Inevitably, I skip one. At the end, we have to throw it in. And y'all are going, Rhoda, you missed one. But so far, so good, right? I don't think I've missed any. Whew, you're ready to come back down the ladder, start to do that mid-range metabolic work. We've got that reciprocating back row, down and up. Picking up the pace a little bit from what we did for the 40 seconds, but certainly not as quick as we would do for 20. So the body has 3 main sources of energy that it uses. Pure on oxygen, oxygen plus stored up energy in your muscles, and stored up energy in your muscles. So stored up energy in your muscles, oxygen, or a combination of the two, and that's what we're doing here. So stored up energy, if we go super fast on those 20 seconds, your heart rate does not have a chance and your oxygenation does not have a chance to catch up to the work. So we have to go in the muscles for the energy, and that energy is short-lived. You don't have a lot of it. It's for sprinting. It's for doing things quickly. It's for running away from a saber-toothed tiger, even though that doesn't happen anymore, thank goodness. Then we have middle of the road. Your oxygen can catch up, so your heart and your lungs catch up with the need in your muscles, but it takes a minute, so it's kind of a balance. And then the slower pace is where, all front raise with the rear leg raise, the slower pace is where when you go into that slower pace, heart rate's up a little bit, right? We've been working hard. So it doesn't have to elevate anymore. It's already at a high enough rate to send oxygen into your muscles at the level that it needs. So your muscles don't necessarily want to go into stored energy. So it won't unless it has to. And we want to make it do that because we want to condition our metabolism. But the first choice is oxygen. So if your muscles can get away with doing the move strictly with oxygen, they will. So that, we got that swing now, dumbbells, pendulum swing. We'll go up first, squeeze the glute, lift, squeeze, lift. So that's our 40 seconds because we slow it down. We're not going as fast, there's not as much of a demand, but it is over a longer period of time. So endurance. That's like going out for a 60-minute walk versus going out for a 15-minute run. Both burning energy, burning from different sources. Good, other side. I know for me, when I used to run, and I can't because of my back, I would love to. And the reason I never ran until I was 50, my classes, my live class of awesome women that I had for a very long time will tell you, they brought me out at 50-ish to run with them. And I said, I don't run. I just don't run. I do everything else. I don't run. Well, I never ran past a mile and a half. That's what you have to do, a mile and a half first before your lungs catch up, or at least for me, catch up with my muscles. So it's hard. It burns. We're burning that lactic acid, creating that lactic acid from the muscle work that we're burning, the fuel in the muscles to get running, right, to get to speed up. All right, crisscross back flies. But that's a good example of how you go from one energy source to the other. And your body, your muscles want to go to that oxygen source. And they will as soon as they recognize that they're getting enough oxygen to do what you're doing. So think about that as you exercise, maybe just take kind of note. Do I feel like I'm breathing at the level even with my work? If so, you're really at that oxygen metabolism. All right, twist and punch down. You got 2 more. And then we go down to the easy or hard part, depending on how you look at it, based on what I just kind of talked about. The 20 seconds where we're going to go all out. We certainly know the moves at this point, right? We are going to push it for 20 seconds. Rest for 10. And back at it again, different exercise. This is where we tap into that stored energy in the muscles, all right? Your heart rate's up, right? But we're going to speed it up. So your heart rate is not at a level it needs to be to do this fast. Are you ready? Here we go. What did I forget? Sorry, I almost did it. Here we go. Oh, I shouldn't have talked about it. I wouldn't have messed up. Might have anyway, but I did. I skipped it. I didn't really skip it, right? I wanted to. I wanted to get into that 20 seconds. We got this for 30 seconds, and then we go 20 seconds. Whew. Are you ready now? This is where all out, okay? Give me all you got. Whatever's left in your tank, all right? Let's make these muscles work. Go. And up. And down. Remember, flat back, driving the hips back, weight is in the heels. Feel how you're breathing heavier? Your body's trying to get more oxygen. It's trying to feed those muscles what they want. All right, flatter serve out to the side with a tap. Let's move it. 20 seconds. You can do it. Tap it. Good, all right. Woo-wee. Let's see, I'll front raise with the real leg raise with some speed. Deep breath. And here we go. Lift. Are you glutes tired? I can feel mine. They're tired. They've done this a lot. Between this one and the pendulum we're going to do next. All right. Whew. You can see I'm glistening. We'll raise over to the side. Squeeze the glute. Come over. And 3, and 1. Whew. All right, other side. Other side. We're almost there. We are almost there. Whew. All right. Crisscross back flies. Let's work that back and bra overhang area. Bring it down, knees are slightly bent, weights in your heels, crisscross. Watch the knuckles here, moving quickly. Control the dumbbells though. Back is flat. Weights in your heels and hips are driven back. Feel like energy is driving out of your tailbone here. Good. All right, twisting with that punch. We'll punch right arm first, and we'll move. If you want to hop this, go ahead. I mean, those of you that are more advanced, maybe at the end here, just to kind of pick it up, you can hop it. I'm going to keep a foot on the floor at all times because that's what we do here is low impact work. That's what I should do. And most people over 40 should do, but you know, on occasion, doing some HIIT work with some jumping is okay, provided your knees and back and ankles and hips, all of it, are up for that, right? And you'll know because pain is different than soreness. All right, this is it. In pain, ouch, right? Soreness is, that's uncomfortable. I feel that I moved yesterday. So 2 different things. If you have soreness in muscles, that's one thing. If you have pain in joints, that's another. So if you have pain from doing a workout with bouncing, don't do workouts with bouncing. It's not worth it. It's not worth damaging your joints to get a workout and burn maybe, 10% more calories. It's not worth it. But if you are healthy enough and you want to throw in some of those bouncing type of workouts, it's just another way of burning fat and calories. Great job, ladies. Proud of you. All right, reach up and over. Let's stretch out that core body. Whew. Those workouts are intense. A big part that people search for on YouTube is no repeat, which I get it. You don't want to be bored, and maybe that was boring. No repeats are great. Round the shoulders. Let's stretch out those crisscross flies here. But having repetition in a workout has advantages. We want to get, it's called time under tension. Roll your shoulders back here, lift, and then look up at your ceiling, open up the chest. We want to get enough time under tension doing strength work, especially toe up here, that we make change. Now, this was more of a cardio-based workout, but you worked your muscles from a strength perspective too. And I will tell you this, you got a lot of time under tension on each of these moves, right? Other side here. I think we can agree on that. That was tough. All right, pat yourself on the back for doing such a great job. Let's lean out of this just to make it a little deeper. All of you that are liking and subscribing and sharing my content, and I can't even, the comments are just great. I love getting to know you through the comments. Getting more and more, which is awesome. Takes me a little while to keep up with answering them, but I do try to answer as many and really as 100% as I can. Let's roll out your shoulder. Even if it's, days later, I will answer. Other direction here. Put your hands on your knees, round your back. super thanks and buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is just, it's kind of like a Venmo almost, right? You, you use the QR code around your back here and it will take you to my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can help support the channel. Or just right under the video, there are the super thanks. You can click on that and there are options there that you can choose to support the channel or not. By clicking on it, it doesn't mean you've chosen to support it. Flat back, it just gives you the option to look at what it's all about. Roll on up. And I know not all of us can do that. And I appreciate that very much, believe me. I appreciate the sharing, the watching, the commenting, the liking. All of that also tells YouTube that this is good content. So all of that helps us, and that helps this channel grow and talking about their workout, reach more fabulous women like you. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I hope you'll come back often. I will see you next time.